others are joined up thinking. Now, I'm privileged because I can look back after the fact and I can share with you everything that we've experienced. And when I started out, I didn't have the benefits of that experience. I had to make it up as I went along, testing and perfecting and what have you. And as I've said, at law school they teach you two things. They teach you how to find stuff and they teach you how to think. So if you've got the wherewithal, and everybody has got the wherewithal, to go and find stuff on the internet, and then once you find it, think about how you can apply it to your business, and hopefully I've been able to contribute a little bit to that voyage of discovery on your part, then you can achieve remarkable outcomes without really needing to think about traditional marketing. So, here we have all our constituent pieces, which I've previously explained. And because I said this is a love letter to Seth Godin, this presentation, all the things with the tick are Seth Godin's concepts. The purple cow that we built, the idea virus, the fact that we have a tribe, and indeed this presentation where you seek permission. Now, that may sound like it's really bad news, all things considered, because a bit of a stretch really, all those concepts that you need to inculcate into your thinking and then try it against your business model and what have you. But I was able to do all of that with no money whatsoever. I was almost bankrupt when I started this business because of all the mistakes I'd made previously. You don't need much money to start down this journey at all. Certainly any startup that is thinking about borrowing money from family and friends can certainly go out and discover the things that we've discovered and be successful with them with very little money, all things considered. So you don't need much money, you don't have to be put off by a lack of resources, in my experience. And so Eric Schmidt said, all you need is the insight that your industry is transforming at a rapid pace, and then you have to have the guts to take a risk and participate in that transformation. So, as I get to the end of this presentation, I want to share with you one other thing that has transpired in the last 7 days. And that is, well, over the last few months I've been having a dialogue with a gentleman by the name of Hayden Shaughnessy, who wrote a book called Shift. Now, Hayden Shaughnessy was at the LSE as a mature student 10 years before me. He's an economic historian. He got his first in 2 years, and I got a 2-1 in 3 years, and then he went on to Oxford, and then he went on to be involved in Don Tapscott's think tank in Boston, and he's written another book called Elastic Enterprise. And whilst the development of my business model has been built on the shoulders of 4 giants, Tapscott, Kelly, Godin, and Charlie Munger, when I read Shift, I realised that actually what Hayden Shaughnessy was doing was he was kind of reading me my horoscope. He was telling me what I was going to experience as a result of having experienced the results that we're now getting because of the development of the business model that we've got. So I'm very privileged to tell you that on Thursday, October the 8th, Hayden will be in Hong Kong, and he'll be coming here and he'll be talking to you, and I would urge you to attend that presentation. I'm bored compared to Hayden, but yeah. So the great news about Shift for me is that this future that he anticipates, I'm experiencing it now, and my other intellectual heroes haven't actually articulated that that's what I would be able to experience. And the reason why I think this is important is because if somebody can tell you what your future looks like, surely you should act on that and grab it with 2 hands. Because that's what I discovered when I was doing my research, and I discovered my 4 intellectual heroes. And Hayden's got a lot to share with you on that front. So the last word, given that this is Seth Godin's talk, all things considered, is how can you squander even one more day by not taking advantage of the greatest shifts of our generation? How dare you settle for less when the world has made it so easy for you to be remarkable?